Welcome back. YCN Sports Talk, one final segment. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide here. And before we get to our final segment, we have a reminder tonight coming up at 8 p.m., the game of the week, Lebanon at Hanover girls basketball. That was a game Andrew and I were there. We were on the call. We'll touch on that just a little bit. And then Friday at 5 p.m., the pregame show for the live Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl, which will be at 5:30. Featuring South Alabama versus Air Force. South Alabama going for their first bowl win in program history. And on Saturday at 12 p.m., live college basketball, SMU at East Carolina, followed by at 2 p.m., live college basketball, Richmond at Davidson. So don't forget to check all those out. If you have any questions or comments, you can email us ycnsportstalk@ycnnow.com. All right, let's jump into local stuff. We were there. Lebanon, Hanover, the doubleheaders, the annual Wexler Cup. Boys played first, girls game, that'll be on tonight. What were your impressions, takeaways from those two squads, or four squads?
Right, so, the Hanover boys and the Lebanon boys, that was, Lebanon really took control of that game pretty early and ended up running away with it. And Lebanon had lost, at least gone for a month, their star player, KJ Maddie. A lot of people call him the best player in the state, not just Division II. But he broke a bone in, I believe it's his right foot, so he's going to be re-x-rayed in a month, and then they'll reevaluate him from there. But so he didn't play at all in that game, and they still ran away with it. So
Lebanon's got a pretty solid team this year.
Yeah, they do, and they looked good. And obviously they lost in the championship last year, so they looked very good. And then with the girls, that was a better game. The Lebanon girls had a good lead at halftime, but because of turnovers and they really couldn't break the full court pressure, they allowed Hanover to really get back in it. And also the Lebanon girls, they lost Meredith Melendi, their star 5'4" senior. She is gone for the season with an ACL tear, and they had actually just learned of that right before the game.
Right.
But they ended up winning that game toward the end, I believe, by 5 points, knocking down a couple of free throws at the end. So that was a very competitive game. And definitely look forward to them matching up later in the season.
Yeah, some good local teams. Obviously, the Lebanon boys will be very good. Hanover girls, even though they lost, they'll be good. Coach O'Rourke always gets his squad ready to go. Any other local teams? I know we've done a Stevens game. We've done Kearsarge. We've got every week we're doing another game, so a couple more teams quickly.
Yeah, so the Kearsarge boys and girls look really good this year. I mean, especially the girls. I think they're still undefeated, maybe 4-0 right now. But the boys look good. I think they're 1-2, and their two losses came to Stevens and Hopkinton, two of the better teams in their division. So the 1-2 record is really doesn't really represent how good they play. And with Taylor Matos and Tom Johnson, they're going to be a very strong team. And the Stevens boys, with Parker Smith and Noah Spalding, they're also going to be good.
Right.
And I believe they're undefeated, or if not, they lost to one of the better teams as well. So
yeah, both two good teams. We saw them. And don't forget, you can tune in every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. The Game of the Week premieres on YCN. Now it's time for our Salt Hill Pub NFL Picks of the Week. Don't forget to stop by Salt Hill Pub with locations in Newport, Lebanon, Hanover, and on the Mount Sunapee traffic circle in Sunapee. And it will be open maybe in January, I'm not sure exactly, up in Lebanon on Route 12A. So they'll have another location. So stop by the Salt Hill Pub. All right, Andrew, I think I won last week 4 wins. You got 3, so you're going to catch me one game. First game, we'll start off New England, Miami. I can't imagine this is going to be too close.
Yeah, I mean, the Pats, I'm sure Tom's going to play. A lot of their starters will play. They'll probably sit some people, but I'm going with the Pats. Pretty easy pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's not much to say about that one. I'm taking New England. All right, we move out west. Chiefs and Chargers. Chiefs still have something to play for. Can the Chargers play spoiler?
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers lost to the Browns last week, and the Browns, that was their only win of the season. So, I mean, for me, I'm going with the Chiefs.
All right, I don't know why. I think San Diego might be able to come in and play spoiler, but it's a long shot. I take San Diego. Staying out west, Oakland and Denver, another game that doesn't have as much meaning to Denver as it does to Oakland.
Right. And, the Broncos have very good defense, and the Raiders just lost Carr, so I'm going with the Broncos.
I agree with you there. Carr missing, that's going to hurt them. I go with Denver as well. Giants and Washington. Washington needs to win to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm going with the Giants. I think their defense is really good. And with Eli and Victor Cruz and
Odell Beckham
and
still
Odell,
there,
yeah, I'm going with the Giants.
All right, I'm going to take, the Redskins, I think, will get it done just because they have to win. They might be more motivated. Final game, big one. Green Bay, Detroit, Sunday Night Football. Who wins it? They win the NFC North.
Yeah, I mean, Matthew Stafford has looked good all year, but I'm going with the Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers will lead his team to a victory.
I agree with you, Aaron Rodgers. The defense in Detroit isn't that good.
Yep.
I'm taking Green Bay as well. So there you have it. Those are our Salt Hill Pub picks of the week. Don't forget, YCN Sports Talk premieres every Wednesday night at 7:30. Thanks for watching.